Physics syllabus of GPSTR, HSTR and CRISE. Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel Unfog with Dr. Atahar Parveen. In this video, we are going to compare the physics syllabus of these three CETs, GPSTR, HSTR and CRISE. Actually, many aspirants preparing for these exams, they usually have this one common doubt, especially if aspirants are taking any of our paid course. They are always asking this common question, madam, if I prepare for GPSTR, will it also help for HSTR? Or if I prepare for HSTR, will it also help for GPSTR? Or if I study for HSTR, will it also be useful for CRISE and so on? So this question is coming up again and again. Especially students who have cleared TET already are planning for GPSTR and CRISE. And since they are also eligible for HSTR, naturally they want to apply for HSTR also. So here the main question comes is that how can we prepare in a smart way so that our preparation helps for all these exams together. So this is exactly why I am making this video. In this video, we will look at the physics syllabus of GPSTR, HSTR and CRISE by understanding the level of topics in each exam. So this will help us understand what is common in the syllabus and what is different in the syllabus. Later, we can also do similar discussions for other subjects like mathematics, chemistry and biology. But we are starting with physics because for many aspirants, physics is a little bit tough and syllabus level is also a little bit different between these exams. So let us start step by step. First, let's start with the GPSTR syllabus, then we'll go to HSTR, then we will discuss CRISE in the last part of this video. So by the end of this video, you will get a clear answer to this question which many aspirants ask. If I prepare for one of these exams, how much it will help for the other exam. So let us start with the GPSTR physics first. In GPSTR, both the PM method and CB method aspirants will have PCMB in the exam. I have been clarifying this doubt every time I discuss about GPSTR. Still students ask me this doubt. Please note this. Even if you are a maths and science teacher, then also you will have PCMB in your exam. Even if you are a biology science teacher, then also you have PCMB in your exam. Okay. Now coming to our physics syllabus. First unit, measurement and units. See, you have to please note down these topics because these topics will come back again in HSTR and again in CRISE syllabus also. But you should also note down that the subtopics in each chapter, they are not so much as in HSTR, that you will come to know later. Now please try to focus more in this class so that things will become more clear for you. Okay. So in units and measurements, you have SI units, force, pressure, energy, electricity, power, resistance, potential difference. Then again measurement of longer objects, longer distance objects like sun and planets. So much is there for measurements and units. Next topic is magnetism. Here they have properties of magnet, magnetic lines of force, solenoid, force on current carrying conductor and magnetic materials. Only 2 lines of syllabus is there in magnetism. Okay. Electricity. Ohm's law is there. All basic things are there. Electrical resistance, resistivity, conductivity, electrical power, then series and parallel connection of resistance, then potential difference, EMF, Joule's law of heating and its application. Okay. Then comes another important chapter, dynamics. Again basics are there, scalar and vector quantities. Then basic physical quantities are there like displacement is there, velocity, acceleration, inertia, Newton's laws of motions they have given, and force, work, friction and energy. So much is there for dynamics. Then comes gravitation. Here you have universal law of gravitation, Kepler's laws, then acceleration due to gravity on earth, weight, mass, weightlessness, density, buoyancy, relative density. So you can see more or less 2 to 3 lines are there for each chapter here. Then let us move on for the next topic, heat. Here you have meaning and differences, measurement of temperature and conversions is there. Then comes most important topic, optics. In optics you can see here basic things like properties of light, reflection, mirror, laws of reflection, ray diagrams, refraction, again it's ray diagrams, Snell's law, problems, magnification, power of the lens, diopter, scattering, mirage, spectrum, formation of rainbow. So much is there in optics, right? Then comes sound waves. Then all the basics like a wavelength, period, frequency, amplitude, all these are definitions, right? Infrasonic and ultrasonic sound waves, sonar, full form, echo, ultrasound scanner, reverberation. So much is there. Then comes the last chapter, universe. Here you can see horizon, geocentric system, heliocentric system, constellations, zodiac constellations, moon, different phases of moons, formation of eclipse, solar system, facts about sun, planets, satellites, asteroids. So much is there for GPSTR physics. So totally how many chapters we saw? 9 chapters till universe. Okay, so this much syllabus is there in physics for both the PM method aspirants and CB method aspirants, but because the pattern of exam is different for GPSTR, you will have questions from MCQ part also, you will have questions from descriptive part also. Okay, this much is very important for you to understand when you talk about GPSTR. Now let's see the physics syllabus of HSTR. In HSTR, you have different syllabus. For PM method aspirants, you will have only physics and maths in your exam. And for CB method aspirants, you will have only chemistry and biology for your exam. And the exam will be having only MCQs, no descriptive questions. Okay, of course, no negative marking also. No negative marking in GPSTR also. Okay, clear, right? But then you can see the syllabus, it is very much more when you compare to GPSTR. What was the first unit in GPSTR? It was the measurement and units, right? So here you have and dimensions, and you can see so much is there in your syllabus. There you could see only the syllabus till this, I think. So much was there. Even I think derived and fundamental units was also not there, so I cannot say that it is extension. Only one line is matching here, measurement of longer distance objects like sun, planets, etc. Only so much is matching with the GPSTR. Rest all is different in HSTR, and it is up till PUC second year level, because they are talking about dimensions also. This is very important. They are talking about dimensions also. Okay, now see the next chapter, magnetism. In magnetism, we saw only basic things like magnetic properties, magnetic lines of forces and all that, right? But here you can clearly see they are talking about the Biot-Savart's law, Ampere's circuital law, its applications. Then solenoid is there, toroid is there, cyclotron applications are there. Then you have force on current carrying conductors. Then magnetic materials types are there, electromagnets, factors affecting their strength, permanent magnets. So much different is there. Of course, all of this is also from PUC part only. Or if you take a ICSE textbook, maybe you will get some of the topics from this chapter also in 10th standard. Okay. Then third chapter, current electricity. Current electricity is also very much different from the GPSTR syllabus. You can see here they are giving all the PUC syllabus, drift velocity, mobility. Of course, Ohm's law is one matching, but the rest of things are not matching here, right? You can see carbon resistors, color codes are there. Then we have internal resistance. Of course, series and parallel combination of resistors you can say is little bit matching with the GPSTR portion, but rest see all the tough topics are there. Wheatstone bridge is there, potentiometer is there, meter bridge is there. So all this also is very much different and is from PUC part. Okay, so now you have to keep deciding whether this will help you both with the GPSTR or HSTR. See, if you are writing for HSTR, then GPSTR will help you to some extent. Okay, but here you can see it is much more when compared to GPSTR physics syllabus. Okay, see the dynamics chapter, there you have only 2-3 lines, right? See how many lines of syllabus is there here. Starting from scalars and vectors, of course this is there, displacement, speed, then velocity, Newton's laws. See till I think inertia, force, work, so much you can say is till GPSTR. Then rest all is extended for HSTR. They have included the centripetal force, centrifugal force, then vectors is their position and displacement vectors. You have center of mass concept, momentum of force, torque, angular momentum, rotational motion, moment of inertia. This is all also your PUC syllabus. I mean, you start reading in PUC, you continue this in BSc also, right? Then you have gravitation and rockets and artificial satellites. So much though was there in your GPSTR physics also, like acceleration due to gravity, weightlessness, and Newton's law of gravitation. But then you can see the continuation. This was not there in GPSTR part. They are talking about rockets here, okay, and escape velocity, orbital velocity, communication satellites, geostationary satellites, ISRO programs, and all that, okay. Then comes thermodynamics. There you had one chapter, heat and temperature. Only so much was there, right? Meaning and difference, so much was there, and of course still interconversions it was there. But then rest of this, laws of thermodynamics, isothermal and adiabatic process, reversible and irreversible process, all this, heat engines, refrigerator principle, efficiency of heat engine, all this was not there, right? So this is also from PUC portion in HSTR. Talking about optics, most important chapter it is for all the exams. So here you can see very much less was there when compared to this, because here they are also including mirrors, lenses, then dispersion, then of course refraction though is there only, then optical fibers is there, theories of light is there, Newton's corpuscular theory, Huygens wave theory, then Maxwell's electromagnetic wave theory, Max Planck's quantum theory, then dual nature of light, Raman effect, all this they have included here. Microscope, telescope, binoculars, right? Of course, polarization also they have included. So all this you will start studying from PUC only, right? So much is there for optics, which is very much different from GPSTR, right? Then comes electromagnetic radiation. This is also one of the important chapter. Here you can see meaning, examples, properties, uses of electromagnetic radiations, photoelectric effect, experimental facts about photoelectric effect, Einstein's explanation and applications of photoelectric effect, electromagnetic spectrum, and most importantly laser is also there here, okay. Then comes another important chapter, energy. This chapter includes everything like laws of conservation of energy, internal conversion of energy from one form to another, power, kinetic energy, and potential energy. So this you will have to study in detail. These topics you have to study in detail for HSTR, right? Then comes another new chapter which was not at all there in GPSTR, which is electronics and communication system. So this part. This is electronics and communication system part. Entirely this is new when you see from GPSTR point of view, and this is one of the toughest chapter you can say. It is entirely taken from PUC syllabus, okay, and it is one of the important chapter also. So in this you have everything, right, starting from conductors, insulators, semiconductors, their meanings, you have PN junction diode, you have energy bands, you have doping, then you have all the types of diodes like LED, photodiode, solar cell, Zener diode, then their working also you have to learn, construction of simple circuits like a series and parallel combination of cells and bulbs you have to learn. Then you also have to see the symbols of circuits also, then superconductors, even digital electronics is also there here. What comes under digital electronics? Logic gates, and or not, nor, and. One question compulsory or one or two questions compulsory will come from logic gates in the exam. Then you have communication part also. What is communication part here? Radio, broadcasting, receiver and transmitter, television broadcasting, transmitter and receiver, all this is there, okay. Modulation, bandwidth of transmission, then propagation of electromagnetic waves in space, telephone, all that you have to see, internet working and applications, all that here, right? Another chapter which is not at all there in your GPSTR. This, if you take sound part, so much is there, but if you see the oscillation part, that is not there in GPSTR. So other things you can see here in HSTR only, like SHM is there, simple harmonic motion, then you have types of waves, then you have superposition of waves, reflection of waves, then Doppler effect, all that is there. You can expect one question compulsory from Doppler effect also. Okay, then you have modern physics. This is also important chapter. Here you have atom, constituents of atom and their properties, atomic number, mass number, nuclear chain reaction, nuclear fission, fusion. Then you have radioactivity, alpha, beta, gamma, decay, half-life and mean life is there. Then isotopes, isotones, isobars with examples they are telling here. Then all the atomic models like Rutherford's model, Bohr's model, Thomson model. Then you have mass energy relation, mass defect, binding energy, and problems based on this. Okay, so this is also one of the tough chapter, you can say. Then you have universe. This is a general chapter only, but it is more when you compare with GPSTR. Here you have a horizon, geocentric, solar centric, constellations, all that is there. Along with that, they are telling about formation of eclipse, then solar system, facts about sun, planets, satellites, asteroids, comets, and galaxy, types of galaxies, all that is there here. Astrophysics is there here. Even Hubble's law, Big Bang theory, that all they have given in this chapter. Okay, so how many chapters are there here? 13 chapters are there for HSTR, right? In GPSTR, how many were there? Only 9 chapters are there. So what is the difference here? You have 4 big chapters. Even in that remaining 9 chapters also, the syllabus is lengthy when you compare with GPSTR. Now you only decide, you have the answer to this question, that if you take our GPSTR course, will it help your HSTR exam? It will help to only certain extent, only to the basic level, because we follow syllabus strictly in our courses, right? So we have all the syllabus in our HSTR course also, and so much syllabus what was there in GPSTR, no, so much in our GPSTR course. So it is not going to help you, right? So both are different courses. Even if you are attending our free classes also, you have to be careful. You have to see the syllabus. We will make sure to give the syllabus every time we take the class, because now many aspirants are requesting for free classes also. So we will try our best to give free classes also, but we cannot promise because we have much work to do in paid classes, because those are the committed classes, and we have schedules planned for each batches, right? So we will try our best, but we cannot promise that we will do this much and this much. We can promise that we will try our best. Okay, now coming to our CRISE. So in CRISE you have to note one important thing, that it will have negative marking. That's why CRISE becomes the most toughest exam out of GPSTR. Okay, so GPSTR is the first level, means second level will be HSTR, third tough level will be CRISE. That you have to be careful. Okay, this is the you can say the tough level. If you see the level, first easier is GPSTR, next is HSTR, CRISE is the toughest because it is having negative marking. Okay, of course this is also MCQs based question paper only, but still because you are having negative marking, you have to be very careful. Now see the syllabus. If you compare the syllabus with the HSTR, see, don't compare with GPSTR because it will nowhere touch to CRISE. You have to compare with HSTR. Starting from mechanics till your electronics, till here it is there in HSTR. Again start from wave mechanics, no, electronics, right? Electronics, it is there in HSTR. Then quantum mechanics is not there in HSTR. Again Doppler effect is there in HSTR. Again nuclear physics is there. Maybe from here you can start. This much is there in HSTR. Rest all is not there in HSTR. So that's why we make another course for only physics of CRISE. This classes will be extension of HSTR. Because in HSTR you have already studied so much, right? So why study again and again? In CRISE physics course we have given extension of this physics classes, like we have done modern physics theory of active and passive networks, then atomic spectroscopy, atomic structure, molecular spectra, then we have done all the quantum mechanics we have included in CRISE physics classes. Then we have variation of mass, Lorentz contraction, all that, special theory of relativity, everything we have included, including the nuclear physics part, like cosmic rays and fundamental particles, right? So now you compare GPSTR, HSTR and CRISE physics syllabus. Clearly pause this video and think for a while how much each course syllabus is going to help you for other course. I mean to say, how much is GPSTR syllabus going to help you for HSTR? It will only help you like basics, like it will become the ABCD of HSTR. And HSTR will play most important role in CRISE also, because here 50% of HSTR will help you with CRISE, but rest 50% you have to go for the next level, because it all comes under BSc level. So you have to be careful with this syllabus. So we have tried our best to give you the whole idea, whole picture about the physics syllabus for all three CETs, GPSTR, HSTR and CRISE. Now based on this you decide what should be your strategy to prepare for these exams. You can write down in the comment section whatever your views are, or you can also write in the Telegram group. You will get the link in the description below this video. Please contact us if you want to take our paid courses. You can mail us or you can write a message in WhatsApp. Okay. Thank you. All the best. Bye.